Hi there, how you doing? It's been a bit. Today I decided to sit down and film a video all about contacts. Now, you might notice something a little different, and that is that I am actually in cosplay for this video. I just got finished filming my Tanjiro makeup, which should be coming up sometime after this video, so I'm testing myself with 2 videos in one day. I've done this once before, but this one's actually pretty in-depth. This video is for everyone, regardless if you're a newbie or a seasoned vet. So if that sounds like something you're into, keep on watching. This video is going to be broken up into 4 segments, so let's get into it. So, first things first, regular contacts versus colored contacts. What's the difference? Obviously, one of them has color and the other doesn't. I'm gonna go into a little more detail than that. Regular contacts are thinner than colored contacts, and they are meant to be worn on a daily basis and for longer periods of time. These ones have a disposable period of 1 day. I wear them once and then I throw them out. And although I typically stick to my glasses, I sometimes really enjoy wearing these. Colored contacts, like these ones here, are not meant for prolonged wear. Trust me, the longest I've ever worn a pair of contact lenses was 10 hours at a convention, and my eyes hated me, and I would not recommend it. You're gonna want to, at most, wear these for 8 to 9 hours, and even then I would recommend 6 to 7, maybe tops. So with these guys, obviously they are meant to change the color of your eye. You can see here, obviously my red eyes aren't natural. There are so many different colors, all the colors under the rainbow you could think of. These ones, interestingly enough, are white. So that's a basic rundown of regular contacts versus colored contacts. Let's get into the next segment. So, comfort versus style or accuracy. Comfort is my #1 priority when it comes to contact lenses. Since I'm so worried about my vision and my existing vision issues, I have become very cautious when it comes to what lenses I wear and how I wear them. When I was younger, you know, I went for the craziest lens I could find, regardless of the size or if they even fit in my eye, which we will get to that. Now that I've been around the block a few times, I like to think I know a thing or two about finding comfortable contacts that look the part. For example, you've already seen my white lenses, but these are for Hinata Hyuga. You can see that they aren't your standard mesh lenses without the pupil. I know it's not accurate. Believe me. I know that, personally, limiting my eyesight to that extent would just end in disaster. I already made a sacrifice for my Sharingan contacts. Those contacts, unfortunately, didn't come in prescription, so I did sacrifice my eyesight for that. The cool part about my Hinata contacts is that all I need to do is edit up my pupil and bam, it looks super canon. The do's and don'ts of contact lenses. Let's start with the do's. Talk to your optometrist before purchasing lenses. This is not an optional step. I didn't do this before I purchased my lenses, and I think I f***ed up my eyesight. Your optometrist will help you determine the viability of whether you can wear contacts in the first place, as well as provide you with information crucial to your eye health. Contacts shouldn't be something you just stick in your eye and be done with. And another thing your optometrist can help you do is figure out your ideal diameter and base curve. These items can be found on any contact lens listing. For reference, my safe range is 14.4 millimeters for the diameter and 8.6 millimeters for the base curve. I do have contacts larger than these, such as my Sasuke lenses, which have a diameter of 16.5 millimeters, but the base curve is the same, and the base curve, from my understanding, determines what contact is the best fit for your eye. And figure out your prescription if you have one, so that you can determine your ideal lens prescription. I mentioned that I did not go to my optometrist before I started wearing lenses, and I I wore the same prescription right up against my eye as I did with my glasses. Now, that's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that. Your prescription for your glasses is determined by the lenses sitting on your nose, not right against your eye. So obviously, they're not gonna be the same. For reference, I have put up my prescription for my glasses and my prescription for my contact lenses. So let's get into the fun stuff, yeah? Browse your contact lens site of choice. I have purchased from many different vendors over my time wearing contact lenses, but my favorite site is UniqueSo. It's easy to navigate, and they have tons of sales and tons of reviews to look at. It is so much fun to see what new items they have in stock, what's going on sale. A lot of the contact lenses I love personally were ones that were originally on sale, and I said, hey, why not? On UniqueSo, they actually have a really great filter system where you can search for lenses based on things like color, type, collection, brand, and disposable period. Speaking of disposable period, you should definitely determine that before you commit to purchasing. I typically choose contacts that need to be replaced within 12 months or 1 year. Now, in preparation for your contact order, I would recommend stocking up on things like solution. I use the Opti-Free Pure Moist solution. Another product I would highly recommend is eye drops. So these are lubricating drops that will help extend your wear time and also help your eyes not burn and dry out. I don't use them too much anymore just because I don't feel like I need to. I don't wear them long enough to feel that way, but that's not to say I'll never purchase them again. They are a great tool. So another thing, cases. Some contact solution bottles actually come with cases already. You are going to have a ton of cases, so these are going to be the least of your worries. Whenever you purchase contacts from sites like UniqueSo, they will give you so many and you will not know what to do with them. Some other handy little items are these soft tweezers and applicators. I use these tweezers to actually remove the lenses from their containers when I first open them. This is just to make things easier, avoid contacts from slipping out of your hands, going down the drain, or getting stuck at the bottom of the lens bottle, because that happens a lot. When it comes to applicators, I went through a phase where I used these a lot, but now I realize I prefer to use my fingers. Now they're just a curved little suction, and you put the lens on it and then pop it in your eye. Not gonna lie, they're a little daunting, and I find, like I said before, my fingers just work way better. But that is a handy tool for people who don't want to touch their eye. For the final do, this goes without saying, but always wash your hands before you put in your contacts or do anything related. There is tons of bacteria on your hands, and just be careful with your eyes, please, please, please. That is why I'm making this video. Just be careful with your eyes, be smart. Costumes aren't worth your eyesight. Now for the don'ts. Do not, absolutely do not go and buy contacts after you watch this video. Please check with your optometrist first and make educated decisions when purchasing contacts. Do not use water on your lenses. This goes hand in hand with the wash your hands before you handle your lenses. Make sure your hands are completely dry. The only liquid that should be touching your lenses is the solution. Do not stack your contacts. Like, don't put one on top of the other. Don't mix and match the sides that you put them on. The same can be said for putting them on inside out. Make sure the lens is the right way, or your eye will tell you about it. Do not wear them for prolonged periods of time past at most 9 hours. And also, don't use them beyond their disposable period. Do not force yourself to wear lenses if they are uncomfortable or if they hurt. Typically, if contact lenses hurt, there might be something stuck in them, so if that occurs, take them out and rinse them with a solution. Try to hold them up to the light and see if there's any hair or debris. One of the reasons I like putting in my contact lenses almost at the end of my makeup routine is to avoid getting makeup in my eyes while I'm wearing them. Do not shop on websites that are sketchy if they're lesser known. if they seem to have just popped up, and if they have no reviews. Please just look at reviews. Reviews are your best friend, especially those with pictures. And especially if they're advertising lenses at ridiculously low prices. Anyone who's been on any of those sites knows that they are quite an investment. One final don't. Do not put your lenses in right out of the package. You should be soaking them for several hours, or even better, overnight. So, do you really need contact lenses for cosplay? Short answer, no, of course not. No one's forcing you to stick plastic in your eye. Contacts are a staple in my cosplay routine because I literally can't see. On top of that, I find that being able to match the character's eye color really just makes me feel more confident in my cosplay and helps take it to the next level. That said, it's just a personal preference and something I do because I genuinely enjoy it. That all said, you do not have to wear contacts when you cosplay. Yes, they can help make your cosplay more canon, but they aren't necessary. At the end of the day, it's a personal decision for every one of us, and some of us have no self-preservation instincts. Also, you're saving yourself the trouble of having to struggle with those metal lens cases. So that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Please leave a comment down below if you have any tips of your own, anything I might have missed. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.